Did you know that 71% of the people that watch Matthew Kelly's videos are not subscribers? That makes no sense. We need to change that. Subscribe today. Hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and turn on those notifications so you never miss out on another great video ever again.
So if you can't be happy by just doing whatever you want, and if happiness and satisfaction and fulfillment and living life to the fullest and being perfectly ourselves requires something of us, what is it that it requires? It requires a real discipline. And that discipline manifests in a variety of ways. One of the ways it manifests is in our ability to respond to various situations. I think there's a real distinction between responding and reacting, and of course animals react. Something happens to an animal and an animal just reacts because animals are not responsible. What does that mean? They're not response able. They're not capable of response. They're not able to respond. The way they're made, the way that we're created, they react. Whereas human beings, we're responsible. We're response able. We're able to respond. We're capable of response. But very often we just react to things. And as we grow spiritually, and especially as we grow in that area of awareness, one of the things that I think we notice in very real and practical ways changing in our daily lives is we react less and we respond more. And the difference is we take a beat. So you think about something like temper. We've all got temper, right? I used to have a horrible temper as a child. In my teens particularly, especially around sport. I just had this horrible temper playing soccer, especially playing soccer, and I had a very, very short fuse on the soccer field. I don't think anyone close to me today would say Matthew has a temper, I think the reason isn't that God clicked his fingers and said, well, we're going to give Matthew a temper when he's a teenager playing soccer, but not a temper, later in life. The reality is that our spirituality, it lengthens the fuse. So if you think about a bomb and you think about the fuse, so you light the fuse and then when the fuse gets to the bomb explodes. Okay? Some people have very short fuse. As a teenager on the soccer field, I had a very, 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 very short fuse. Some people have very long fuse. I have a much longer fuse today than I did back then. And what happens is the longer the fuse, the more time you have to think about how you're going to respond rather than react. People who have horrible tempers, they're just reacting. They're not responding. They're not thinking about it. Okay, what has really happened here? What was this person's intention? Did this person really intend to upset me? No, they just react. They don't like what happened. They go crazy. They just lose their temper. And we've all seen it. That's a reaction. That's not a response. God wants you to grow in discipline. He wants you to grow in virtue. He wants you to grow in character. As you grow in all of these things, your fuse gets longer and longer and longer. As your fuse gets longer, you're able to respond to people and situations in a very, very, very different way than if you don't have that discipline, if you don't have that virtue, if you don't have that awareness.